what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 4 of the 2019-20 exhibition series of season 2 of the manufacturer series on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing in Sargenda Road Track C in reverse for 27 laps, and we'll be racing on Group 3 category. So this is going to be able to have the tire ratings. We might be able to go with racing hard, medium, or soft tires. So this is going to get everything. We'll be prepared to get started before we begin. Grab a Group 3 race car, and now let's go and get prepared to take under a minute practice. We'll be able to begin. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get started. This will be a fast lap challenge for only under a minute, so this is going to get everything. We'll be prepared to take 27 laps around in Sargenda Road Track C. So hope this is going to be able to have the different ways since we race on Autodrome Lago Center reverse. So hope this is going to be able to do for one quick rush to be able to get ready. So the risk we'll be able to make by medium hill terrain, we're also going to be able to take a good racing strategy. We're also going to be able to have a good clean lap. We're also going to be prepared. So here we go. Let's get it started. Let's go. It's round 4 of the 2019-20 exhibition series of the manufacturer series. Now, looks like this is going to be able to get ready for all the drivers with their manufacturer brands. So, Go Not Show takes first place with a Ferrari 458 Italia. Then there's Jean Paul 127 with a Ferrari 458 Italia in second place. Fendi Mustang 9410 in third place with a Mercedes AMG GT3. Mr. Maple Street 79 takes fourth place. Fifth place is FPC Chicken Bob with a Toyota Supra. Dyson Sphere with a Aston Martin B12 Vantage. Tall Paul EP3 in 7th place with a Porsche 911 RSR. John SRT4 takes the GR Super Racing Concept in 8th place. MRC 5900 with a Renault Sport RS R1 GT3. Dogs 226 with a Honda NSX Group 3 in 10th place. Gilbertson in 11th place with a Nissan GTR. Motor Drag in 12th place with an Audi R8 LMS. Alt in the Lexus RCF GT3 prototype. 14th place is myself with a Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3. Black Ice Inc. in the yellow Chevy Corvette C7 in 15th place. Chicken Chaser 60 takes 16th place in the Jaguar F-Type Group 3. FRT Groupie in 17th place for the Volkswagen Beetle. Pigment 69 takes 18th place for the Chevy Corvette C7. And now this is going to get everything. We'll be ready to go fast for 27 laps. But this is going to be a different way on a short track like from the last season. So this season is going to be able to take the terrain challenge. It's going to get everything. We'll be ready. Choosing any tires before we begin the race, but this is going to be pretty excited out there. So hope you're about to get ready, and here we go. This is going to get everything. We'll go faster as much as we can until the 30-minute time is going to get everything. We'll be getting started. So brace yourself, you guys. The first turn is going to be a very tough one out there. Just remember, try not to do any collision because this is going to get everything. We'll stay on it. And oh man, looks like that was going to be able to try to be gentle. So this is going to get everything. Needs to keep it careful. because here it comes for a little mid-hill section of the turn, and this is going to be quite getting in there, and then there's the yellow flag called in for it, so this is going to be quite pretty nasty out there. So this is going to be able to have that turn, so gotta make sure to be very careful. This is going to be a very risky race that this is going to need to stay together. So keep a mobility, will stay in tight, but this is going to be a very tough collision out there. And oh man, looks like there it goes, folks. Looks like this is going to be a very tough one out there to be able to see it. But that was so close, and this is going to be a very tough battle to be able to race around on Sargenda track. Is going to get everything will be collision course. But this wheel might need to be able to keep it careful, because this is going to be a very tough brawl out there. Wheel might be able to stay fast. Wheel might be able to keep it. And oh man, it looks like Fendi Mustang got pulled off by a spin out. Now this is going to be quite pretty intense to be able to see it. So this is going to be able to keep the pressure up on it. So decreased sportsmanship rating might be able to come out when going in onto the hill terrain section by the medium effect. But this is going to get very nasty out there. Wheel might need to stay together. Wheel always going to keep it up on it. So different situation on this race, like the Autodrome Lago Maggiore, is going to be quite getting very tougher it is, but this wheel might need to be able to keep it careful. Wheel might need to stay on track for. Jean Paul is now takes the lead, and then looks like Sean SRT4 is taking in second place, and now he is going on first place in the lead. He is going for it to be able to reach up for the podium until he will survive 27 laps of Sargenda Road Track C. It's going to be a very tough, brutal race out there. Will might be needs to be able to survive this round, but it's going to get everything. Will keep it together. But 18 drivers are standing on the track. Is going to get everything. Will be keeping up by the track. Will might be able to do the fast lap by under a minute. This is going to get everything. Will be well performed to be able to keep it up. Will might be able to stay on track. Will also going to need to take a lot of good perfection out there. But this is going to get everything. Will might be able to go long, but the lineup of the distance is going to get everything. Will might be able to kill that noise. Will might be able to keep it up on it. This is going to get everything. Will also see it in. Oh man, there it goes, folks. There, that might be able to see Jean-Paul's position. Might be able to come out on it. That Will might be pulled back down onto 11th place. But this is always going to be very difficult if we have to make sure to be very careful. Will might need to stay on track. Will also going to be able to get. So looks like this is going to be able to have few yellow flags to be able to call out for. So no matter how every racer can probably able to exit out, and this is going to get everything. We'll try again for another time. But this is going to get everything what we have to do, because having a tough race on a short track means having some serious racing work is going to get very tougher for us if we have to make sure this wheel might be able to have a run of hurt. Is going to get everything will be going in for us. So we have to be very careful, because this is going to get everything. Will also to go in to be able to take some few tough turns. Will might be able to take the little upper hand. Is going to get everything going on to see it. Now this is going to get everything. Will stay on track, but everybody is still trying to keep it up. Is going to get everything. Will might be able to see it. So looks like following up on the 8th place driver. Hatta is now going to be able to keep it in. Will stay together. Will might be able to survive this race. Will also going to be able to stay maintained, because it's going to get very painful around here. So always going to be able to keep on track. We're always going to need to do a lot of clean racing skills. We might be needed to get, because this is going to get everything. Will going in to be able to take the challenge. We'll be able to have this race to be on the showdown. But this is going to get everything. We'll move forward, and then this is going to get everything. We'll keep it up. So this is going to be able to see that MRC 5900 is taking on in 3rd place. So he can probably able to have the lucky skill. Will always going to be able to keep it in on track. So looks like one driver is getting off the track and going back on the track. but this is going to get everything to be received, or Mr. Maple Street 79 is going to be able to keep it going. So this is going to be able to have a little bit more challenge to be able to keep it up, or having a lot of racing boundaries. We're also going to be able to go on the limit. And oh man, it looks like he just got hit onto the barrier. So it looks like Mr. Maple Street 79 just got hit and spun out, because this is going to be quite having a situation to be able to see it. So this wheel might be pulled automatically down to the bottom of the last place. Now this is going to get everything. We'll be reminding folks, try not to get caught by some few edge of the barriers, because that wheel might loosen up on the effect of the spin out. So looks like this is going to be able to have a penalty by a second. This is going to get everything. We might be able to move on to see it, because this is going to be a very tough racing effort out there. We might need to stay together. So this is going to get everything. We'll go on the way. We'll might be into the penalty line. So kind of say that this is going to get very brutal out there. So we had to be very careful and have a race to communicate that well. So this is going to get everything. What we have to do, just keep ourselves together while we're racing on the short track, is going to be very difficult for a Group 3 race car. We might be able to stay on track to see it. Now this is going to get everything going on and proceed onto the penalty line. So hope this is going to get everything. Will be used to hazard lights in case of emergency. This is going to get everything going in. So Alta is now going in to pass me by following through when ghosting, and this is going to get everything. We'll stay on in 7th place. But this is going to get everything to be very intense. We're also going to need to stay together. We're always going to be able to see how this race might go, but it might be able to giving us a tough challenge. We might be able to have this race. We're always going to need to stay together. Tall Paul EP3 is in the pits, and then Black Ice Inc. is in as well. So this is going to get everything. We might be able to see when other drivers are about to coming out of the pits. Be remembered, because this is going to get everything. What we have to do is to have a safety strategy. We're also going to be able to use the first turn while we're on the reverse track. Is going to get everything. What we have to stay on track. We might be keep it careful. But looks like things about to get a little bit bumpy around, because gonna make sure to have that turn, and other cars will might be able to come pass by. Then Dog CT226 passes me, and then this is gonna be able to take a one quick swoop to be able to coming in. And it looks like this is gonna get everything. We might be able to going on to see how every racers are still trying to be able to keep it up, because keep your racing mobility in tight, because it's gonna get very brutal around. So gotta make sure to be very respectful and polite for this race. We might need to get it assured. We're also gonna need to stay on it. Good thing I dodged it, and still needs to keep it up. Will might need to stay careful, but this is gonna get everything. We're going on to be able to take the long distance. It is gonna get everything going by the struggle. It's always gonna get pretty tough out there, folks. So the uphill medium terrain is gonna get everything pretty intense. So this is going to get everything. We might need to be able to have that turn to be wide open, but it was going to be able to go closer. We might be able to have that apex. Is going to get everything going on for us. So Dog C226 is going on the catching up rush on Black Ice Inc. is now going in to be able to take the long distance. Is going to get everything going on. We're taking a faster run. Is going to get everything going on to see it. So 11 lap is going to be able to proceed. So this is going to be able to take the easy guideline. We might be able to perform correctly. We're also going to be able to stay on track to see. This is going to get everything. We'll be able to deal with the medium hill terrain. Is going to be a very sharp one out there. So the uphill terrain is going to get very risky. So this is going to need to take a lot of view practice. It's going to get everything going in without pulling a brake. So if possible to be able to have that brake to be able to work strategize, is going to get everything going in. Now going on the maintained distance is going to get everything. Will be going closer. So this is going to be able to currently in onto 11 lap. Is going to be able to go on in. Now, looks like motor directs is now going to be able to coming in to pass my current position. So this is going to get everything Will might need to have the signal. Will might be able to be ready. Hope this is going to get everything worked up perfectly. So he's going in to be able to overtake my current position, and then going in on a slope downhill is going to be able to slow back up. But this is going to get everything to be very risky. So gotta make sure to keep it well concentrated. We're also going to be able to stay on track to see it how it goes. There's the yellow flag to be able to see it, folks, because looks like Tall Paul EP3 just lost its grip, and now he is going to be on the recovery. Will might be able to get back on track. Now this is going to get everything. Will also to be able to keep in check of the tires. So, and the fuel as well. This is going to get everything to be well challenging up for only few drivers who definitely want to survive this challenge. It's going to be very intense to be able to stay on track. Now on to the 13th lap, because this is going to get everything to be pretty well enduring challenge. It's going to get everything. We're also going to be able to take on for only one speedway track. We might be able to be prepared later on, but it will also going to be able to take that short track with some few corners. So this is going to get pretty basic work on the advanced race car. It is going to get everything will go faster whenever it takes to be able to do having an intense race with a short track. Is going to get everything what we need to do. Giving a lot of better work. We're also going to be able to concentrate. Now, looks like MRC 5900 is going in to be able to keep going faster onto FPC Nickenbach 99. And Sean SRT4 is going to be able to stay on track. We're always going to be able to take a lot of faster work. It's going to get everything. We'll keep it in. We'll stay clean. We're also going to be able to survive this challenge in no time. Now, this is going to be able to see that Sean SRT4 is going to be able to stay in first place. We'll be able to keep it up, because every race we're also going to be able to have the live stream going on. So this will might be able to have a good support. Will might be able to keep it up to be able to achieve. It looks like Tall Paul EP3 is now coming back in, so he can probably able to find a good spot to be able to going in, and then, oh man, looks like almost lost that grip, and then Tall Paul overtakes it, because this is going to be able to make sure, because he knows the good method ways to be able to dodge a troubling opponent. This is going to get everything to be well risked up to do it. Now, looks like this is going to get everything going in to change up the tires in the pits. So be remember, you guys, this will might be able to have 2 pit stops remaining. So this is going to get everything. We'll keep it monitor check. We're also going to need to take. So this is going to get everything. We'll be earlier in to be able to make the call. We're always going to be able to keep it up. We'll stay on the mobility. We're also going to be able to take. So that also concludes to be able to have back down onto 14th place. So this is going to get everything needs to get back on track. We're also going to be able to see this is going to get everything has to do it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have other drivers going on, so hope this is going to be able to give a better view to be able to see it. So Dyson Spear is definitely might be able to be in 13th place, so he can probably able to keep up onto the top 6 drivers, and now this is going to get everything he has to do it. Looks like he's about to be able to going in to be able to have that perfection turn to going in on the inside, and then going on the slope downhill is going to get everything. We'll race up the speed. We'll get there. Now it's going to get everything. Will might be able to catch up, so I could probably able to find a good speed run to be able to reach up to them. So, well, it is going to be able to have a little difficult time, because this is going to be able to have a lot of precision, to be able to have a lot of good focus to be able to make. So this is going to be able to do a lot of concentration, has to be able to keep it up. Will might be able to stay on track. Now this is going to get everything Will going forward, and then this is going to be able to have 11th place position is going to be able to go in. Will also going to be able to keep up the pace. Will might be there in no time. Meanwhile, Benny Mustang is now in 10th place, so he can try to be able to find his way to get back onto the top position since having a lot of tough collision out there from a few laps ago. Hope he can make it in no time to stay in onto the top position, so this is going to get everything to be well risked up to do it. But this wheel might be able to stay maintained. We're always going to be able to survive this challenge. It's going to get everything we're going on for. But this is going to be able to take plenty of few turns. It's going to be able to keep the racing mobility. We're always going to be able to maintain to go up higher as much as possible. Now it's coming in to be able to make one overtake position. It's going to get everything going on. Pulling the brakes onto the first turn is going to get everything going correctly. We're also going to be able to make it nice and slow. Now it looks like we're on the 18th lap. 2 more to go, so this is going to get everything. We'll keep it monitor check, folks, because this is going to get everything. We'll go brutal for this challenge. So if we have to make sure, this is going to get everything. We'll go keep it nice and steady to be able to maintain the pace. We might be able to get there, but always going to learn to be very patient while we're racing because it's going to get very aggressive, so we have to make sure to keep it nice and maintained. We're also going to be able to stay together. Now it's going to be able to see Alta is in the pits to be able to give a little bit tire changing time to be able to see how it goes. So this is going to get everything. We'll be ready to go. So this is going to get everything. We'll might keep in check at the time. It's going to get everything closer. 3 minutes remaining until this is going to be able to have a 20-minute time. So this is going to get everything. We're going in closer. By under 30 minutes of the time limit, it's going to get everything. We'll be able to step up to be able to stay on track. We're always going to get everything. We'll go faster. But we are going faster, so this is going to get everything going by the rush. We'll be able to take plenty of motivational skills. We might be able to stay on track. Now, looks like Mr. Maple Street is going into the pits. So this is going to get everything. We'll also change up the racing soft tires by the category. It's going to get everything. We'll might be able to keep it in as the usual. It looks like Chicken Chaser is going on the top position hunt to be able to stay on to the top position, to be able to be on the way. Looks like he's going in to be able to have a one epic moment to be able to see it. So Chicken Chaser is the Coyote, and on the Roadhog is going in to be able to going in for. So probably giving a Roadrunner sign is going to be able to be on the way. And it looks like Tall Paul EP3 is going back on for the recovery. Now it's going to get everything. We'll be able to stay maintained. We'll might be able to go there. Now looks like this is going to be able to keep it going. We'll might be able to stay on track. So lap 21 is already in, so this is going to get everything going for 6 more laps remaining. Gotta make sure that this is going to get everything. We'll be able to finish this race in no time, but this is going to be able to get better. We're also going to be able to take a lot of patience. It's going to get everything. We'll might keep it up on the pressure, but this will be able to have an all-out challenge. We're also going to be able to take 7 laps remaining. So this is going to get everything. We'll be going currently. We might be able to take. Now it looks like MRC 5900 takes first place while Sean is in the pits. So looks like this is going to get everything to be able to see it. Sean SRT4 is in second place. Can he keep it up to be able to reach up to MRC 5900's position to get back on first place until the race ends? This is going to be a very challenging battle on first place. It's going to get everything going on. So this will might be able to take the few showdown challenge. It's going to get everything will go on. And this will might be able to keep it clean. We're always going to get everything. We'll stay on the good progression. It's going to get everything. We'll might be able to see the top 2 drivers are going to battle out in first place. Oh man. well, that was going to be a very hard time to be able to see it, so that might trigger a 5-second penalty. Bummer. That was going to be quite very brutal to be able to see it how it goes. But this is going to be able to have the hazard lights to be turned on for. So almost had the moment, folks. I just got hit, and then that is going to be able to take that 5-second penalty. We're also going to need to take some time to be able to go for the recovery. But that was quite pretty intense to be able to see it, folks. This race is about to be over soon because this is going to be quite pretty difficult to be able to see it. So much humiliation might be able to coming out at the end of this round. This is going to need to take a lot of more racing training to be able to go again. But bummer, but it is going to need to do a few more monitoring to be able to keep it checked. So that takes a lot of efforts that everybody really wants to be able to have this race might be able to survive. But this is going to be able to come out of their driver ratings, so this is going to need to take plenty of more time to do some more practice some other times, because this is going to get very challenging if we have to make sure to keep it together to be able to use the radar in case. Now looks like going in onto the 24th lap, now moving on, and this is going to get everything might be able to stay on track. So this is going to get everything get closer. Might be able to get back onto the current position. It's going to get there soon. But this is going to get very tough, folks. We all know that this is going to be having a frustration moment, that this is going to need to be able to keep it together. We're always going to need to take plenty of few circuit steps. It's going to get everything might be able to stay fast and keep the handling. Is going to get everything might be able to see how it goes. Now looks like Sean SRT4 is back onto third place. Hope he can probably able to make it in no time, because MRC 5900 is going on the first place run, because this is going to get everything might get closer in for. Then there's what going in to take lap 25 is going to get everything closer. Only 2 more laps remaining. But this is going to get everything might be able to take a lot of that exhausted to be able to take, because having a lot of pressure for this race needs to do more practice after this. Is going to get everything might need to keep it together. But it's always going to be able to have a suffering moment. Might need to keep it up, and it's always going to be able to have a hard challenge. Might be able to survive this race. Will be able to take the short track. It's going to get everything going on. Just getting closer, folks. We're almost there to be able to finish this race in no time. We all know that this is going to get everything. Might be able to take a lot of efforts to be able to see it. So many mistakes have been made. So gotta make sure this is going to get everything, has to keep it up. We're always going to need to do plenty of efforts to be able to have that inside turns. We're also going to be able to perform. And here it goes. Lap number 27 for the top 3 drivers is going in to be able to reach up onto the final lap. So this is going to get everything. We're also going to be able to stay strong and stay together. We're also going to be able to do a lot of faster work. Might be able to take. So we're on our way. So this race is about to be finished anytime soon. So this is going to get everything. Might need to keep it up. We're also going to be able to finish this race. And then we're about to be able to get back in to do some more training, to be able to do some more practice, because it's giving us a hard time to see it. And it looks like MRC 5900 takes first place. He did a pretty good job out there, folks. So this is going to be able to take the last second lap. Might be able to be on the way. And then looks like Sean SRT4 takes third place at the finish. He did a pretty good job out there, folks. This is going to get everything. Might be able to have the top 3 drivers. Might be able to have the result. But it was a very tough, challenging race out there for today, folks. But this is going to be able to take lot of practice, because short track is always going to be giving us the more challenging pace. Is going to get everything what we have to do. But it is definitely might be giving us a tough time for us, so we might need to do a lot of practice if we have to be able to do much specifically for the time comes for. But even so, that was pretty tough for us folks, because this will might be able to have myself for a 14th place at the finish. So I'm gonna be able to make sure we'll have to do it much perfectly. We're always gonna need to do a lot of faster work for the next race. Now, this is going to get everything. We'll also to have some earnings for having a recent outcome by the results. So this is going to be able to see it. So sportsmanship rating is on the red. So that was going to be having the outcome to be able to needs to be very careful. So it's always having a tough time for this race. So this is going to get everything to be able to see it. So looks like I'll be able to congratulations to MRC 5900 for the win. So he did pretty good job out there, folks. Him and his Renault Sport RS01 GT3 did a perfectly good job to be able to stay strong. We're always going to be able to take a lot of good perfection. Luckily, Sean SRT4 did pretty well with his GR Super Racing concept. So he did pretty good out there. We're always going to be able to stay onto the top position. But he is going to be able to be in first place in no time. So that was a very good race. And also going to be able to be very careful. We might need to stay focused to be able to deal with some various tough turns on the Sargenda road track C in reverse. So we might be needs to be able to have a lot of racing communication that we might need to be able to stay focused and stay together. We're always going to need to do a lot of good perfection if we have to avoid the penalty as much as possible. So this is the second time that we are racing on a short track layout in a different way for a Group 3 race event. So gotta make sure if we had to be very careful out there whenever we're racing on a short track. It gets very challenging, so we had to make sure if we had to be able to stay clean whenever we have to survive this race. But it's always having a one tough challenge for us if we have to prove ourselves that we are good at, or probably it needs to do some more practice whenever we can. So this one might be able to be ready to move on for the next round. We're always going to be able to do different for the most. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. And also some car library blog videos if you really want to watch it. So this will be an interesting video that you really want to see more. So hope you really want to talk about all the library designs I just made. So feel free to welcome anytime you want until at the end of this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for continuing on the manufacturer series on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.